Could Tom Holland be out too? Hey guys, before you get started, make sure you click that subscribe button. And if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Hey guys, got a little more on the story of the week, Spider-Man leaving the MCU, and how this may affect Tom Holland. Now, as of right now, the plan for Spider-Man, at least according to Sony, is to leave the Marvel Cinematic Universe and return to Sony's Spider-Verse for a continuation of the story which played out in both Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home, with more than a few writing challenges that Sony is going to have to fix. However, some interesting details have come up. According to the Deadline, John Watts is actually done with his two-picture deal after Far From Home and is currently being heavily courted for other movies. Deadline actually goes on to speculate that Marvel Studios very well could scoop up the filmmaker and work on one of their future releases, preventing him from working on Sony's Spider-Man project. As for Tom Holland, The Hollywood Reporter had something interesting to say. They revealed the actor has an option for one more Spider-Man movie. That's it. Now, previous reports claimed both he and Watts were locked in for 2 more installments, but it seems Holland might have an option to slip away. There's been a lot of backlash from various MCU stars, including Jeremy Renner, and Tom Holland himself even unfollowed Sony on Instagram, which to me is more than a little interesting. If Sony is unable to lock down Holland for an extended contract, they very well may want to recast the web-slinger for the 4th time in less than 15 years, creating what will be for sure a massive fan backlash against the project, and is a sign of how he feels about the falling out. There's still a chance, based on internet backlash, that everybody could get back to the table and iron out some sort of deal that makes everybody happier. The rumor du jour is that Disney was not asking for 50%, but actually 30% of the box office take. I've also heard variations on this rumor that suggested that that 50 or 30% was on opening weekend only, not the complete box office. If you look very closely at how Sony has done with many other movies, this seems like a pretty bad move. Half of Far From Home is actually more than about 95% of their releases over the last 2 years, and is virtually a guaranteed payday every other year from Marvel Studios. If you remember, back in 2017, Sony Studios had a $900 million write-down and were right on the edge of the drain. Then Marvel swooped in and really basically saved them. So what do you guys think? Do you think Tom Holland and John Watts are out? And what do you think the future of the Spider-Man franchise is going to be at Sony? Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like below, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.